My husband was buried on a cold Thursday afternoon. I watched the casket lower into the ground with my own eyes. I signed the death certificate. I closed his apartment. I washed his clothes one final time. So when the first letter arrived, 6 months later, written in his handwriting, addressed to me, I knew something was terribly wrong. Either someone was playing a cruel joke on a grieving widow, or the man I loved never really died. In the late 1980s, grief did not travel fast. There were no phones buzzing in your pocket, no screens lighting up with sympathy, no instant messages asking if you were okay. Grief arrived slowly, through empty rooms, through unanswered doorways, through the sound of footsteps that never came back. My name is Evelyn Carter. For 12 years, I was married to Thomas Carter. Thomas was not a loud man. He didn't dominate rooms. He didn't shout. He didn't leave bruises or scars. He left consistency, warmth, quiet love. We lived in Brooklyn, in a modest second-floor apartment, peeling paint on the stairwell, a neighbor who cooked too loudly at night, a radiator that hissed in winter. It wasn't glamorous, but it was ours. Thomas always came home at the same time, 6:30, sometimes 6:45, if the trains were delayed. So when 7 came, then 8, then 9, I knew something was wrong. At first, I told myself not to panic. People are late, trains stop, life happens. By midnight, I was pacing. By morning, I was numb. The police came in the afternoon, 2 men, hats in their hands, eyes trained carefully on my face. There had been an accident, a bridge, a vehicle found abandoned, a body recovered downstream, closed casket. I never saw him. People told me it was better that way. They said, you don't want that memory. But sometimes, not seeing the body is worse. The funeral passed like a dream, hands touching my shoulders, voices blurring together, someone crying loudly. Not me. I didn't cry. I couldn't. Then everyone left, and the silence stayed. Grief doesn't scream at first. It whispers. It asks where you put the spare keys. It waits for footsteps that never come. It reaches for a second coffee mug before remembering. There's no one else to drink from it. I learned how to exist alone, not live, just exist. I packed his clothes. I donated his books. I left his jacket hanging by the door for months. Then one day, I took it down. That was the day the first letter arrived. It was slipped under my door. No stamp, no return address, just my name, written in his handwriting. My hands started shaking before I opened it. Inside was 1 page, 3 sentences. Evelyn, if you're reading this, it means I didn't make it back. I'm sorry. I sat on the floor, because I knew that handwriting. I had watched it write grocery lists, birthday cards, notes taped to the fridge that said, I love you. Dead men do not write letters. The second letter came a week later. Same handwriting, same paper, same delivery. It said, there are things you don't know about me, things I wanted to tell you, things I was afraid to. My grief changed that day. It turned into fear. The letters kept coming, always on Thursdays, always calm, always deliberate. They spoke of money I didn't know existed, a storage unit, a name I'd never heard before. Each letter pulled me further away from mourning and deeper into mystery. The storage unit was real, still paid, still locked. Inside were boxes, documents, photographs of places I'd never been, and a passport, not his name, his face. My knees gave out. Thomas was not dead. The final letter arrived exactly 1 year after his funeral. My hands trembled as I opened it. I am alive, but I can never come back. He explained everything. A man he once testified against. A powerful man. A dangerous man. The accident was staged. The body was not his. He disappeared so I could live. The last line read, if I ever loved you, and I did, please don't look for me. Living without me is the price of your safety. I cried for days, not because he was gone, but because he was alive, and I had to let him stay that way. The letters stopped, but every Thursday, I still check the door. Sometimes when the city is quiet, I swear I hear his footsteps in the hallway, and I remind myself, some people don't die, they disappear, so the people they love can survive. And sometimes, that is the hardest goodbye of all. Thanks for watching. Subscribe the channel for new episodes, like and share with friends.